From the beginning of life, the human body has evolved to contain not only the most intricate of life's processes, but also the most astonishing protection of all time, the immune system. However, elements or problems of nature can cause the system to operate improperly. A dysfunction of the immune system is known as immunodeficiency, a disease of life. Our bodies are continually attacked by thousands of harmful agents in our environment. Tiny organisms relentlessly try to invade vital tissues and organs. They can cause a multitude of serious diseases. The immune system is the weapon that defends our body against these agents, making possible the survival of human life. The immune system is complex and composed of numerous components which interact to ensure our well-being. Unfortunately, the immune system can become deficient or weak. Deficiencies or lack of immune response can cause infection by microorganisms and even permit the growth of cancer. Defects in the regulation of the immune system cause autoimmunity and allergies, which are misdirected immune responses. This film's purpose is to provide an understanding of the human immune system, how it is the key to good health, and how disease can occur when there is a malfunction or immunodeficiency. The immune system is a collection of organs, vessels, chemical products, and circulating white blood cells. One of the important classes of white blood cells are called lymphocytes. There are different types of lymphocytes called T cells and B cells. The T family of lymphocytes have the ability to recognize and destroy foreign materials called antigens. T cells also can communicate with other white blood cells by releasing biochemical messages called lymphokines. The B family of lymphocytes mature in the plasma cells when stimulated by antigens and lymphokines. Plasma cells produce antibodies, the biological ammunition used to protect against foreign antigens. Other types of white blood cells are scavenger phagocytes, primarily macrophages and neutrophils. They are responsible for the ingesting and destroying of antigens. Other white blood cells produce biologically active molecules that can amplify the activity of the immune system. These are mediator cells, called basophils, neutrophils, and eosinophils. Our immune system can become depressed or deficient in several ways. Defects can occur in cellular responses. Antibody, also known as humoral responses, can be altered, and combined deficiencies can also occur. Many illnesses result because the body becomes more susceptible to infections and other disorders. As shown on the left side of the screen, killer lymphocytes normally recognize, attack, and destroy foreign or virus-infected body cells. On the right, the killer T cells from an incompetent cellular immune system cannot recognize or destroy infected cells. The lymphocytes migrate around target cells, but do not attack or kill them. Phagocytic macrophages from a healthy, competent system actively seek foreign antigens. On the left, antibodies help to identify antigens for phagocytes. On the right, macrophages from a deficient immune system wander through the body tissues without attacking or devouring foreign antigens. These macrophages make contact with the microbes, but do not engulf them. Proper B cell activity is shown on the left of the screen. B lymphocytes mature into plasma cells, which release antibodies. The invisible antibodies diffuse out from the central plasma cell and destroy surrounding antigens with the help of a blood substance called complement. On the right, The deficient plasma cell is not releasing antibodies. The surrounding antigens remain intact and are not destroyed. In some deficiencies of the humoral response, antibody levels are drastically reduced or absent. These defects, for the most part, are hereditary and commonly seen in children. The major symptom of an immunoglobulin deficiency is increased susceptibility to bacterial infections. In the absence of antibodies, the phagocytes cannot effectively ingest and destroy microorganisms. What causes immunodeficiencies? Problems of the immune system occur as a result of a wide variety of causes. There can be a defect in regulation or an actual loss of a component of the system. Malnutrition can depress both cellular and humoral immunity. Infection and undernourishment go hand in hand. Malnourished people have many bacterial and fungal infections. Allergies are problems due to improper regulation, such as an overproduction of a type of antibody. People can become allergic to a variety of different environmental antigens such as pollen, animal dander, and food. The immune system undergoes profound changes as people age. There is a dramatic decline in the entire immune response with advanced aging. Aging is accompanied by a lowered resistance to invading organisms, an increase in autoimmune diseases, and an increase in cancer. Rheumatoid arthritis is an example of an autoimmune disease. It is caused by antibody molecules and lymphoid cells that attack our own tissues as a result of improper immune regulation. Immune functions can also be seriously depressed by certain chemicals or drugs. Radiation therapy in the treatment of cancer, stress or psychosocial problems, as well as various types of trauma, such as burns and surgery. Acquired immune deficiency syndrome, AIDS, is a serious condition characterized by a defect in natural immunity. People who suffer from AIDS become vulnerable to a variety of rare infections. Two of the diseases commonly found in AIDS patients are pneumocystis carinii, a lung infection caused by a parasite, and Kaposi sarcoma, a rare form of cancer. Infectious agents can also affect the immune response. Disease-producing microorganisms or pathogens can destroy body tissues. Several types of pathogenic bacteria can initially suppress antibody production and cellular immunity. Fungal pathogens, which cause a number of skin and respiratory infections, can decrease phagocyte function. Protozoan parasites are a worldwide problem. Their complex life cycle requires many different immune defenses. One of these protozoa, called trypanosomes, penetrate body cells and reproduce within the cell's interior. They transform through various stages inside the cell. The trypanosomes then explode the cell and rapidly disperse to infect other cells. Specific immune responses are often slow and thus are unable to eradicate the large numbers of protozoa. A variety of parasitic worms also cause health problems. Effective protective immunity against these invaders is seldom developed, resulting in chronic infections. Viruses are pathogens that reproduce within the interior of normal host cells. Viruses can spread at alarming rates. They can decrease activity of T cells, B cells, and phagocytes, thus suppressing the immune system. As the virus multiplies and matures, infected cells are ruptured to release more viruses, and tissues are damaged. One of the most profound examples of compromised immune function can be seen in certain cancers. Many cancers occur in people such as the elderly, whose immune system is reduced, weak, or has lost its ability to function. Cancer can start when something goes awry inside a normal body cell. This results in cells that grow uncontrollably and invasively. Cancer cells overrun and replace normal tissues. Cancer cells can escape the immune system. How this may occur can be seen from the following animated sequence. In general, the body's immune defense troops are composed of T cells, the effector cells, B cells, which produce antibodies, and phagocytes, the cells that engulf the invaders. There are subsets of T cells, the T helpers and T suppressors. T helpers enhance antibody production. T suppressors decrease antibody. Other types of white blood cells are the mediator cells. Mediators amplify immune responses by releasing biologically active chemicals. Normally, all these defenders interact in a harmonious effort to ward off foreign invaders. Foreign antigens can be revealed on the surfaces of tumor cells. These antigens can be identified as being non-self by the immune system. Suddenly, a wayward cancer cell can appear in normal body tissue. This tumor cell is not under the normal restraints of growth and division. These cells gradually take over and grow out of control. They invade vital tissues and organs, replacing normal cells with cancerous cells. However, the cell surface antigens of cancer cells may be weak or few in number, or they may be masked and hidden. This situation can result in the failure of the immune system to recognize the cancer cells as foreign. T cells may not be able to recognize the concealed tumor antigens. These cancer cells are not destroyed by the killer lymphocytes. Thus, the tumor cells are then able to rapidly increase in number. Although some may be destroyed, most escape the immune defenses. Tumor cells multiply faster than can be controlled by the limited number of defensive killer cells. Certain types of tumors may release chemical substances that inhibit antibody production by plasma cells. Some substances produced by cancer cells may increase the number of suppressor T cells. These suppressor cells prevent T helper cells from aiding plasma cells in the production of antibodies. Cancer-stimulated suppressor cells also restrict killer T cells from attacking tumor cells. Fragments of the tumor cell surface that contain antigen markers may be released into the bloodstream. Antibodies made by plasma cells combine with the cancer antigens. These antigen-antibody complexes interfere with the immune system by binding the antibodies in the blood circulation before they can reach the tumor and begin the attack. Phagocytes and T killers are occupied with those fragments and do not kill the actual tumor. The immune system is misled by these decoys. Altered antibodies, called blocking factors, can also be made by the tumor cells. They attach to the tumor cell surfaces and block or mask antigenic sites. The killer cells cannot recognize and destroy the tumor because of the blocking antibodies. Thus, the tumor has evaded the immune system and can grow and spread at an alarming rate. Various medical treatments are available to help stop the spread of tumor growth. Cancers can be removed by surgery. Spreading tumors can also be killed or reduced by radiation treatment or by chemotherapy. Although these methods are beneficial, they suppress the immune system by also poisoning or decreasing the number and function of immune defenders. This immunodepression affects the immune response by leaving the body more susceptible to infection from microorganisms. The weakened natural immune defense allows the body to be invaded by such agents as bacteria, like cocci and bacilli, fungal and yeast organisms, parasites, various protozoa, and one of the more troublesome, the viruses, cause serious complications. What can be done to prevent or correct this immunodeficiency? Medical science is developing new agents and finding natural products to help regulate or stimulate the body's natural defenses. The fields of immunopharmacology and immunotherapy are providing new tools to modify the immune response and combat infections. For example, immunotherapeutic agents can increase the number and functional ability of T cells. These T cells are then able to transmit various chemical messages, lymphokines, that intensify immune responses. Immunoregulatory agents can enhance the function of killer T cells. Phagocytes can more aggressively seek and engulf invaders. Immunotherapy can also enhance B-cell activity to produce larger quantities of antibodies. Activated elements of the immune defenses can restore the immune response to help the body overcome serious afflictions. Immunoregulation represents a new and exciting branch of medical science. Achievements in the field of immunopharmacology are being made by both basic and clinical researchers. These researchers are gaining new insights and directions for improved effectiveness of immunotherapy. Since so many diseases are associated with deficiencies or defects of the immune system, immunoregulation may be the key to the gate of a new era in medicine. Treatment with drugs or biological products that support and enhance the body's natural resistance can lead to effective control of many serious debilitating diseases. The promise of immunotherapy may lead to a higher quality of life and health for all of us, and may help to overcome immunodeficiency, a disease of life.